Some sports chatter on KRFO Radio. Todd Walkingstick over time has been a pretty regular guest with me. Haven't talked to you in a little while, Todd, and I know your ability to run is a little limited right now, but you're still getting out to a lot of the sporting events, and as I understand it, even when you can't get out, you've got the radio on, you've got the TV on. There's always many different ways to catch sports, even if you can't get out to every event, right?
For sure, you just can't give up. You just got to keep going. I mean, KRFO does a great job of, play-by-play, Owatonna live streaming, .com. I mean, there's a lot of avenues that can really help a person that can't get the games.
Now, I know it's going to just eat you up a little bit, I suppose, that you miss a Vikings game here or there, but you've been to the game so far, and we're able to see the team, which at this point in time is still in first place in the division.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. I mean, tell people things people already know, but I mean, tying the Packers and then, losing to Buffalo at home. I mean, and now we're 3 in a row wins, so it's a crazy, crazy year. But that's what I love football. You never know.
What do you think about the game against the Saints, a Sunday night primetime game? What is this thing going to be like?
It's going to be a shootout. I can see like a 51-48 game. I'd love to see our defense come up, but I mean, Drew Brees is playing lights out, and Saints have a lot, even though they say it's not a revenge game, I find it hard to believe. They want some payback. It's national TV. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. I really do. This will be my third game I missed in 20 years. And I had Achilles repair surgery on the 13th, so I'm kind of much down and out. So not fear, it's just I can't get the games just in a walking boot and kind of shut my life down for a few weeks.
I don't suppose you and Owatonna Activities Director Mark Ochterkirk could get a 2-for-1 on repair jobs on the Achilles, right?
His is quite a bit more severe than mine. Mine are partial tears, but they said if I did not care if I could blow the whole thing. So there's a lot of damage in my foot, so they just warned me to be careful. So I will be careful.
Back to the Vikings and Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Adam Thielen, my gosh, a guy that went under the radar as far as collegiately, but right now he is certainly one of the stories that is the talk of the NFL.
It's so funny because everybody in the God's green earth knows he's going to get the ball, and he still gets it. I mean, a touchdown against the Jets, I don't know how he got that. Just inches from the defender. It's just the guy's just a miracle watch. He's so fun to watch. I mean, a home-born kid out of Detroit Lakes, and everybody knows the story, Mankato State, and trying out for a couple years, the Vikes get cuts, comes back, and boy, does he ever make it.
Kirk Cousins, partway into this first season with the Minnesota Vikings, what are your feelings about what he has done?
I really love what he's doing. There is a true concern because the last 2 weeks, the NFL teams are batting his balls down, so obviously everybody watches tape, so he's got to be real careful on that. If he gets some sort of, everybody figures his game out, he's getting a lot of balls batted down, but other than that, the guy's just lights out. You can't get a better investment than what you got for Kirk Cousins. $84 million, well worth every single penny, in my opinion.
We talk a lot about the defense and how important the defense is and how good the defense has been. What about Minnesota's defensive side of things? What has impressed you, or if there's anything that's been lacking so far? Well, the first few weeks, back, I could answer that back then, but now it's just they're back to the team that I remember. I mean, they never go to a game worried about the defense, but the Buffalo Bills shredded us, and then the Rams. I mean, the Rams are shredding everybody, but man, the last 3 weeks they really look like they're back on their key. I guess key for this Sunday will be Xavier Rhodes and Anthony Barr. How are they feeling? Mr. Coach says they'll be okay, but they're not going to be honest. I'm worried about those too. That's two huge pieces of the pie. But yeah, they're playing just team ball. Even on Lynn Ball Joseph last Sunday, they played real well up the middle. So whatever happening in the locker room is keep it on going, guys. I don't know if Everson's playing this Sunday. It's a cool story. I mean, he's a long ways from being healthy, both, mentally or whatever is what he's saying. So family's always first. And if he plays. If he doesn't, it's coming. Talking with Todd Walkingstick about some of the Minnesota sports. We're talking on the same day that the Minnesota Twins are naming their new manager, Rocco Baldelli. Young guy, a little bit of a career in the Major League Baseball and a few years as a coach. What is your view on the Twins? How big of a Twins fan are you?
huge Twins fan. I'm really excited. I remember him playing ball seemed like not too long ago for, I believe, Toronto or Tampa Bay, one of the two. And
Tampa, yep, Tampa.
I don't know, it sounds like he's got a lot of stuff. He's got good communication skills. He's working the office, so it sounds like he's well-rounded. He's only 37, which I kind of like. Okay. Youthful. I guess selfish, I'm hoping that Gene Glenn stays on the staff. I mean, again, he's going to have his own staff, so I'm pulling for Gene to stay with him. Local man. But as far as the Twins, I'd be curious to see if this persuades Joe Mauer to stay, or if he's really done. I think we have pitching. We have youth. If the youth can get their hitting together and running and all the other fun stuff, there's no reason we can't have hope next year.
How about a word about Gopher football? A little up, little down. They're good with Ohio State. The game with Nebraska, not all that close. And now you got a Friday night game that's just around the corner here with Indiana, the rare Friday night game that the Big Ten is going to on an occasional basis. What's your thought about the Gophers?
They're so hard. I mean, they're fun to watch, but it's just so frustrating. They just can't win the Big Ten game. I mean, Nebraska was a winnable game, but, credit Nebraska. They took it to us. Everything I've read, Texas, it's decent time with the recruits coming, and I'll give him time. He's never met the guy, but everything you watch and read, it's a guy you want to pull for. So, Jason Williamson going there next year, I'll be excited for him to go there. But what do they need? 3 more wins to get a bowl eligible? It's going to be tough. Indiana, that's going to be tough. It can be done. But again, I hate that we're shooting for 6 wins just to get a bowl game. I wish, shoot for the Rose Bowl, not the 6 wins. But, the season's late and you can't really do anything about it now. But just, winning the rest of the year is huge. Even if you don't get a bowl game, but it gives the kids for next year some confidence coming in. They got a lot of youth.
And with Todd, we're going to segue right into Owatonna football. As you just mentioned, Jason Williamson, who has verbally committed to the Golden Gophers. And watching him run this season, it has just been just a thing of wonder at times. The way he runs over guys, around guys, hurdles guys. He really seems to have taken it to a new level.
It seems like every time he hits the hole, you just want to say he's gone.
Yeah.
And, the last game I was in New Prague, he had like 3 to 5 guys miss him, and I was like, wow, how did he get through all those guys? He makes teams look silly, but the guy's just an amazing young man. He's just, I think I saw an interview with him. He said he doesn't know his ceiling, and I'm sure he doesn't. He's just so talented. And, not only that, the kid's got a great personality and just a kid you want to pull for.
Owatonna heading into the playoffs here this weekend, and the defense has also been really good. They've turned teams over. They're not letting teams move the ball. It's been a great team effort for the Huskies. Yeah,
I'm marvel at Mr. Octekirk and what he does with the kids. But 2 kids, the whole team is awesome, but 2 kids really hit my mind as Stronsky and Chris Lewis in the middle. Those guys are solid up the middle. And, Zapp and Saska, all those guys are just playing lights out, but the D-line starts, you get pressure on the quarterback, things start happening, and they're doing a great job. So credit Mark and the staff and, all the kids that want to win. They won it last year, as everybody knows it. They know what it takes to win. So I saw the bracket. It's going to be tough, but they can do it.
And Todd, what else on the prep schedule, on the prep scene stands out for you?
Well, this whole fall season, Medford cross country winning the first Gopher Conference title ever. Allie Ann, the swimmer from Owatonna, senior, broke their diving record for score. Jason with his 5,400 yards and counting. Blooming Prairie's football run. Medford 500 football. As a sports writer in this town, or person that follows it, doesn't matter. It's just been a fun year to follow these youth and the families and teams. They're all doing such a great job in all their sports. So shout out to all the Steele County teams on all your success. It's just been so fun to watch and follow.
And I believe Emily Rarick is who is at the state tennis tournament. She ended up losing her matches at state, but getting to state as a senior, fantastic. Owatonna's new all-time career wins leader. And she was a guest of yours recently on one of your Beyond the Game programs, right?
Yeah, she's real. I think she went on last week, and man, I've known her mom a little bit, but I've never really known the girls much. And man, what a great young lady. And yes, she fell short today, but I see the first singles champion since 1997 for Owatonna. That's crazy. And then, like you said, all-time wins. Even though she fell short, you got to be proud of her career and just look forward to her future in college. She's got a bright future.
Hey, Todd, it's always great talking to you. Thanks for your time. We'll see you at these events coming up soon, and I wish you a quick healing process so you can get back to hiking up to U.S. Bank Stadium from wherever you end up parking and catch some football games there. Good to talk to you, Todd.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great week.
All right, Todd Walkingstick talking wide-ranging sports here on KRFO.